Roblox is a platform with millions of games, and some are more popular than others. But there are some games that deserve a lot of recognition and player count, but don't get it. And I like to call those the underdogs of Roblox. CSG slicing engine is a blood engine, obviously, and it's a sandbox game, and it's actually really fun, even though it only amasses about 100 to 300 players, and I find that kind of hard to believe. I mean, sure, it's got 3.3 million visits, but like, come on, man. It should have a very consistent player count since it's pretty fun. And before I forget, as of uploading this game has received an update, so it's like a lot different. It's genuinely not that different, it's just some balances and stuff and more weapons, that's all. Alright, anyways, once you load into the game, you're gonna see a bunch of different weapons. Some melee weapons, some ranged weapons, and, of course, your exclusive Roblox Pass only weapons. As you can see, the weapon animations are pretty cool. They're actually really stylish. I like them a lot. And you can switch different attacks by using the different clicks on your mouse. That's only for melee weapons, by the way. They've also got a wide selection of different items like shotguns, shock batons, spears, you name it. But I bet you guys are dying to see some actual gore, so let's get into it. Are you serious? No one's laughing. Anyways, once you make your way down from the spawn area, there's a small spawn controller that can spawn enemies from a distance on a spawn pad. They actually come out with like randomized weapons, so you could actually fight them, unlike some games where the dummies just stand still. That's what I like most about this game. As you could see, the gore is not realistic, but it's better quality in my opinion. You could still cut and shoot your enemies when they're dead, and you can even still sever their limbs. Why am I saying that like it's a good thing? Should I get therapy? Oh, the voices. The voices. They're calling me.
Him.
Get out.
Listen to
Get out. Anyway, as you could see, the gore is really good. There's a lot of blocky bits everywhere. You can even see the skeleton. Like you could see their bones. And yeah, moving on, and I think that's a little overkill. Anyways, if you start walking left, you can find another spawn controller, and it spawns a gun dummy, which spawns with a random gun. But they're actually really dangerous, so I think you should just stray away from those ones. As you can see, I'm cutting him like a salad. As you can also see, you can cut the limbs, like literally. They just come off. Wow. And for all the lazy people who don't want to catch their bait, if you just look to the left, you can find another spawn controller, and you could spawn dummies that won't fight back. They'll just soullessly stare into the abyss as you slowly and meticulously peel their skin off, as they can't scream. I have no mouth, and I must scream. Get out! Did you know that you could press E to dash? It literally obliterates your opponents, and you could press Q to kick. It insta-kills for no reason. I also really like the job that they did with the bullet holes. It looks phenomenal. Like, just look at it. Just look at it. I'd also like to mention the shock baton animation. When you hit an enemy with a shock baton, it just shows their skeleton. I think that's like a really nice touch, quality of life, you know. Also, you could take damage in this game, so yeah, you can also die. But you know what? This is a sandbox game. You wouldn't want to die, right? You can literally toggle invincibility in the spawn area. Oh yeah, and if it gets too laggy, you can press M, and it clears all the blood. So that way, you don't have to stress about hiding the bodies. You could just say they fell and tripped and all their limbs came off. And you can always reset character if you want to get new items. And if the items that you wanted are gone, then you could just press gear regen on the wall. Man, that 360 was the craziest shot of my life, and, hey, what's this little hole at the corner of the map? Man, what is this place? This is pretty cool. What is that? What is that? Get away from me! 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 I forgot to mention, there's a deadly spider in a cave. Well, that was interesting experience. Time to go test out some exclusive weaponry. There's this cool railgun weapon that's locked behind some Robux, but it's actually pretty worth it because when you charge it up, it literally fires the person's skull out. It fires the skull out. Look at it. It's staring into your soul. I'd also like to mention that the ranged combat is really balanced. Like, as you could see in the footage here, all of the enemies are actually getting hits on me, but I'm using my weapon to keep them away. I'm just kidding, the melee weapons are really balanced though. Just look at this footage. The melee combat is really balanced. I'm actually serious. It's pretty cool. You can block, you can attack, you can dash, you can kick, you can stab, and you can also get really overwhelmed. Like, just look at me. Look at my health bar. I am trash. And if your enemies get the best of you and get you really angry after the fight, even though you won, you could always just pull a... Hey, Spider, I've come back with a really unbalanced weapon. You better be scared. Oh, there's my little friend. How do you like bullets, boy? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Arr, arr. Hey, yeah. So, yeah, that was CSG Slicing Engine by, Master Chief in Roblox. So, yeah, 10 out of 10 game, deserves more love, and it's still receiving updates, so why don't you go play it? Like and subscribe right now for a part 2 on another game. Or no free Robux, you better like and leave a comment.